Hey, welcome back to the Ready State. I want to talk about how to set up the rowing machine, specifically the feet on the rowing machine, to better fit your body mechanics. Now take a look at this. When people set up themselves for rowers, they think of themselves of looking at the size of the foot as determining what should be going on with the foot plate, okay? Instead, I want you to think, how much hip flexion do I have? What's my ability to close the hip down? The more I can get my feet higher, the more demand of me being able to have good control in this long lever position, which means I need to be able to close the hip and be able to really bring this hip to the chest without loss of position of the spine, because this is just a less effective pulling position than this is. But if my knee is running into my femur, then I'm not going to be able to hit this position. In fact, as I recover, I'm going to start to wind up early, and by the time I get to compression, I'm going to be a hunched human. So if I'm having a hard time with being able to end up with a good position where my belly is compressed and I'm sitting nice and tall and I have that choice, not fighting for position, then you may need to drop your feet down. And don't be worried about what goes on with the strap. Be worried what's going on with the feet. And as I drop my feet down all of a sudden, this means that, hey, I'm not as effective as pushing back because now my vector is split a little bit. But the makeup of being able to get up and over my pelvis and arrive in a good position without ending up in a dog poop rounded shape is going to pay huge dividends. So if you're doing some rowing, you know that you're a stiff guy without a lot of hip flexion, drop your feet down a little bit more. Stiff woman with missing some hip flexion, drop your feet down a little more. You'll see that you can push more effectively and not end up with so many compromises. And again, it's not about round back, it's about being able to breathe, stabilize the shoulders, anything that matters to you. This is a less effective position than this is. Looking at how your feet are set up on the rower will dictate how your femur interacts with your pelvis.